Welcome to Chris Allen's podcast. And here comes the show.
Hey there, my name is Megan Foote, owner of North Star Boudoir Photography, serving Louisville and surrounding counties. We offer a premier boudoir experience at a price point you deserve. Our sessions include a 45-minute pampering, which entails hair and makeup services, as well as food and drinks, and access to a full client closet. And of course, 45 minutes of posing and shooting for fabulous photos that will leave you feeling empowered. Our packages range from $220 to $300. To schedule with us, you can check out our Facebook or Instagram accounts at North Star Boudoir, as well as call or text 502-689-0015. We'd love to have you and help you see the beautiful that you are. Also, if you book with us, please make sure you mention Chris Allen Podcast for a discount.
All right. Here we go again. Yay! It's the Chris Allen Podcast, the Ash the Angry Ninja Show. We're just going to go by both names from now on. The heck with it. So, go back, do something I used to do all the time. And we're going to talk about a movie. So, if you haven't seen Black Panther 2's Wakanda Forever, I have a horrible habit of spoiling these things. So, if you don't want it spoiled for you, turn it off now. Stop listening until you go watch it, then come back. So I'll get the obvious part out of the way. No, it was not as good as the original. Sequels rarely are as good as the original. But it was very, very good. I love the beginning of this movie. In that it gave closure to the original Black Panther. I like that they did it right away. I like that they didn't try to make it, oh, he died in some battle or anything like that. They were like, look, he got sick. And we didn't have any more of the herb to save him, and he died. And when they have the funeral for him, and that's how the movie starts. And I like that. I like that they gave that closure. Because it was a real unfortunate thing what happened with Chadwick Boseman. I think we've talked about it in the past, the podcast. And so I think the movie dealt with that in a very real way. And I appreciate that, to give that closure. And then, you get Wakanda with no Black Panther. Because Killmonger, of course, had destroyed all the heart-shaped herb that gave them their power. And so it was pretty much up to the women army that were protecting them. And it goes into a whole thing with the UN talking to them like, hey, look, you guys promised you were going to share vibranium and help out. And we're like, yeah, but we don't trust you, so we're not going to do it. And even to show why they shouldn't trust them, they had one of their outreach facilities, and it was attacked by the French army. Of course, you don't attack Wakanda. Just saying, Wakanda will fuck you up. And Wakanda fucked them up. And they literally brought the soldiers and attacked into the UN. Like, look, you guys are attacking us, so we're not going to get nothing. Leave us alone. And that's cool. And they're like, they decide that the United Nations are going to try to find vibranium other places. So they basically steal a machine that can detect vibranium that was made by the world's smartest woman. And they find it in the ocean. And then turns out, well, wherever there's vibranium, there's a society of people who does not want to be found. Whether it be Wakanda or Naklokan, which is where the underwater people live. And they do a really good job of creating this world and giving you the reason why. So I'm not going to get all into it, but they actually really get a good backstory and explain to you where these people came from. Again, another plant growing on vibranium that they all decided to eat. And it made them not be able to breathe on land anymore. So they had to start living underwater. And they use vibranium to create a machine that creates sunlight underwater. And it's just awesome. And Namor is the leader of this, that wants to form an alliance with Wakanda to kill the scientist that made the machine. Well, it turns out this scientist is a kid who worked at MIT who made the machine as like a project and didn't make it for the CIA. Of course, the CIA took it and was using it, but they didn't make it for that reason. Like, was shocked that it was being used for that. always a good way to go. And so the Wakanda people try to take her back to Wakanda to protect her because Namor wants her dead. That way they can't build another machine and they won't be found underwater because that's their big thing. They don't want to be found. And in the process, there's a fight. The general loses. The Princess Shuri, the last living descendant, from T'Challa's family, because the queen's still around, but the last child gets kidnapped along with a girl, and they take her underwater. And yeah, good. The queen loses her shit. She's like, I'm the queen of the most powerful country on earth, and I don't have my family. And she loses her crap. She kicks the general out of the army. Like, she is mad. And they go back and get T'Challa's ex-girlfriend to go save Shuri, and she does. Of course she does, because she's awesome. And they get underwater, and they save him, bring him back up. And, of course, this pisses off Namor. So he attacks Wakanda, and he fucks Wakanda up. They were not ready. No Black Panther protect them. They weren't ready. The queen dies. Just all kind of bad stuff, right? So they make a synthetic heart-shaped herb, and Shuri takes it, and she becomes a Black Panther, and she goes to the ancestral plane, and she's thinking she's going to see her mom, right? You go see one of your relatives. Well, no, that was not who was waiting for in the ancestral plane. This one got me. It was a nice kick. It was Killmonger waiting for her, and she's like, "Why are you here?" He goes, "You chose me," and she's like, "No, I didn't." And he's like, "In your heart, why did you take this? Did you even believe you'd come here?" She's like, "Well, no. You took it to be powerful for vengeance. So, yes, you chose me." And they have this nice little interaction where she's like, "Yeah, you know what? You're right. Namor killed my mom. I'm going to F him up." Not the exact words, but yeah. And that's what happens. Nice big battle. They figure out how to hurt Namor. He hurts her. She hurts him. He's about to die. She gets the edge. She's holding the spear to his throat. She's like, "I'm getting ready to kill him." And then she remembers that's not the right thing. That it would lead to war and all the people from both sides would die. And she doesn't want that. And that's fine. And it makes him yield, though. He gives up. Like, he loses. He calls off his army. She calls off her army. And then they go off in peace. And they're setting up this really cool ideal world, whatever. I mean, it's the MCU. They're always planning ahead where it's going to be the entire world versus Wakanda because the world wants what Wakanda has. They're going to attack them for resources, basically. So that's what's going to happen. So I'm really interested in what's going to happen in Black Panther 3 or if they're going to work it into an Avengers movie because, you have Ant-Man coming out this month. And hopefully I'm going to get to watch that sooner and hit y'all with a review much sooner because Ant-Man looks awesome. Kang looks awesome. And the fact that they made it look like the universe, the whatever shrunken universe they're going into, quantum universe, whatever, is actually inside the 10 rings that the dude from Shang-Chi wears is like, I'm like, okay, that's some stuff. That's some cool stuff. I'm looking forward to watching that. All Black Panther, again, not as good as the original, but still good. Wakanda forever. Still got to symbolize, just saying, Wakanda forever. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 Ninja Stars. Great movie. Good watch. It's some of the talking and setting the things up, it takes long, but they're introducing a whole new race of people. They gotta explain to you where they came from. Come on. So yeah, everybody should go see Wakanda Forever. It was amazing. And it's on Disney Plus now. That's how I watched it because I missed it in the theaters. I had COVID again. I don't want to talk about it. It was bad. Anyway, Wakanda Forever. Great movie. Everybody needs to get ready for Ant-Man. And in the next podcast, I'm going to go back and talk about the Royal Rumble. Because the Royal Rumble this year was one of the best Royal Rumbles I've ever seen. And not because of the Royal Rumble, but because of the wrap-up they did. Well, not the wrap-up, the step, the chapter, the new chapter, whatever you would call it, they did with Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn was amazing. All right, so preview for that. All right, everybody has a good night and enjoy the show. And everybody be awesome to each other. All right, bye. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show wherever you're listening to this show. If you're listening to the Chris Allen Show, awesome. If you're listening to the Jason E. Jones Show, even better. We look forward to bringing you more contact. And if you want to help us out with that, you can hit us up at www.patreon.com/worstjokes and help fund the show. If you want to reach out to us, you can reach out to us at cman234 at Twitter, at cman234 at Twitter. You can find on Facebook the Chris Allen Podcast. You can find Jason on Facebook, the Jason E. Jones Podcast. You can also find him on Twitter too. Just search for the Jason E. Jones Podcast, and you'll find him. We're all there. We're all here for you. If you want to reach out to us, you can reach out to an email at asktheangryninja@gmail.com. You want to be on the show, reach out, hit us up. We'll get you on the show, interview. You want to come tell a joke. We're all here. If you have an outrageous story, I'd love to hear it. We'll put that up too. So just let us know. And if you have anything you want to hear, let us know. Twitter is the best way just to let you know. So everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.